Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as always, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Same email if you want to make a free will offering. Again, we definitely accept donations, so that's from $1 and up, whatever you can spare. That's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com through our PayPal account. We have different links to other platforms, www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. And we have a Patreon channel in which we have videos that is not posted on YouTube. Again, that's www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years, so if you want to book a consultation, you can email him at williesfitness99@gmail.com, or you can contact healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That'd be the first one you email, healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com, if you want to book for consultation. And you can check out his merchandise. It's www.wjaaccessories.org. Again, that's www.wjaaccessories.org for custom clothing, accessories, and digital products, business as well as personal. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of different products: men's, kids, ladies' clothes, artwork, posters, jewelry, cologne, and much, much more. For pretty much 20,000 different items. So that's www.evolutionoflondon.com. And also check out evolutionoflondon.org. There you find custom clothes, accessories, digital products as well. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, STORE, where you find DVDs, soaps, lotions, and more clothes. So again, that's evolutionoflondon.store. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, vanilla, rose, eucalyptus, just to name a few. So if you want to place your order, you can email royalty9international@gmail.com, or you can go online, www.royalty9international, and you can find them on social media, TikTok and Instagram, Royalty9 International. So definitely check them out as well. They make luxury candles, 100% soy wax candles. Very good quality. So definitely check them online, Royalty9 International. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats. So definitely once you go to his platform, you will see his other social media sites. So definitely like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube, the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. So definitely support the Greatness 19 channel on YouTube. Definitely need your guys to like, subscribe, and share, and pass the information around. And also check out Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. Whole wide range of different topics on health and wellness. So definitely like, subscribe, and share to Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. I need your guys' support. DJ Panthro. The DJ Panthro is an international DJ, one of the best DJs in southwestern Ontario. So definitely support his brand, and you will find him on social media, TikTok, Instagram, DJ Panthro 519, and as well as YouTube. So definitely like, subscribe, and share his YouTube channel, DJ Panthro, on YouTube. And if you want to book for him to come to your venue, DJ Panthro 519 at gmail.com. Again, that's DJ Panthro, Panthro 519 at gmail.com. Paul Anthony, the legendary Grammy Award-winning Paul Anthony, from the group Full Force, R&B and hip-hop group. Definitely you can Google Full Force, all-time great. Paul Anthony, he's an actor known for the movie House Party 2, Crust Groove, Coach Carter, Martin, just to name a few. And Paul Anthony is a producer, songwriter, vocalist who has worked with entertainers such as Lisa, Colt Jam, James Brown, Black Eyed Peas, Bob Dylan, Justin Timberlake, Rihanna, Selena, Nicki Minaj, Patti LaBelle, just to name a few. And he formed Full Force with his brothers and cousins. So if you want to find him, you can just check him out throughout social media at the legendary Paul Anthony. And if you want to book for him to come to your venue, Paul Full Force 1 at gmail.com. Again, that's Paul Full Force 1 at gmail.com. I'd like to welcome to the family the company, The Finishing Group. The Finishing Group, they basically will definitely assist you with all different types of carpentry, kitchen cabinet painting, spray painting, countertop refacing, kitchen renovation, bathroom renovation, interior exterior painting, plastering, flooring, and much more. So you can email them at stainingbricks at gmail.com. Again, that's staining, STAINING, bricks, BRICKS, at gmail.com. And you can contact Sam, area code 647-783-3430. Once again, that's area code 647-783-3430. And you can ask for Sam. And also, I'd like to welcome to the family as well Africans Supporting Africans Corporation. They are professional teachers from all over the world that will assist you in online tutoring services. You can find them through social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and they located in Tampa, Florida. Again, their address is 2780 East Fowler Avenue. That's Fowler Avenue. And that's Suite 2028. And again, that's Tampa, Florida. Zip code 33612. And you can check their website, www.tutors4u.org. Again, that's tutors, TUTORS, for FORUYOU.org. And also you could check out the other alternate website. That's www.asa-corp.org. And again, professional teachers, you can check them online and they can assist you in many different subjects, in math and reading and language, etc. Definitely check them out. You will see it. Africans Supporting Africans Corporation. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Anchor.fm, now Spotify for podcasters, Google, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, just to name a few. Anything that I haven't mentioned, you can see in the script. Look in the description box of www.rumble.com/the Oracle 19. Information will be there. The Greatness 19 channel on YouTube and Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. And finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, well, as usual, we have taken care of the business at hand, and I like to give you, as always, my perspective on things. And today's topic, we're going to talk about the world of social media. The world of social media. Pros and cons. Social media, as you know, could be very beneficial. But as you know, there's a lot of trash. A lot of propaganda and perspectives, good or bad, things that I talk about. Again, is my perspective. You might not necessarily agree with me, and you might think it's trash. Hey, that is your opinion. You have one thing you have is your own free will. So, again, but there's a lot of, let's be for real, there's a lot of just straight junk through social media. And character assassinations. And again, what do I mean? Again, there's a lot of backbiting, and we have to be very careful not to get absorbed in a lot of the low frequency information that is out here, because it's not necessarily true. It's a lot of propaganda. So getting absorbed within social media, the world of social media, again, the pros about social media. One, you can connect with people all over the world. It's not like the times you say 40, 50 years ago where basically you just had limited ways. You just had to either call, and if there was no email, there was no social media, let's say in the 80s per se. So we had to write letters and mail it out to people. A lot of people in the 80s and earlier used to, if they're trying to communicate, some people didn't even have phones. Strange enough, 40 years ago, a lot of people had landlines, and you had people that didn't have phones at all. Not to sound it's like outdated, but yeah, it was. So if comparing to now, yeah, it's outdated, no question. But people used to write letters to each other from East Coast to West Coast or around the world to communicate. Then you had before that telegrams. And then maybe much years back, Morse codes. Walkie-talkies. Just think of walkie-talkies. For all the younger crowd, just Google walkie-talkies. But again, Morse code was even before me. But again, let's get back to the topic of the world of social media. Nowadays, the pros, yes, you can reach out and communicate with a person anywhere on the planet Earth. You have a computer, they have a computer, you go on Facebook, bang. You can contact people, call people via Facebook, video chat, etc. So it brings the world much closer. Definitely is very accessible. The pros, not a bad thing. keep your mind active, but it also could be addictive too. Cons. So you have to be very careful. The cons with that is reduces face-to-face communication. You lose the skills of one-on-one conversation. See, we in this era of social media, even dating, you go on Instagram and people, it's basically a big dating site. People could go on live and communicate, but the cons is you lacking eye-to-eye contact, close-up contact, touch, feel. And I don't mean that in a funny way, just meaning shaking of the hands, eye contact, sitting down one-on-one. Again, it goes with communication, building communication skills, which if in this era, if you growing up in this era, you just immediately immerse in the social media world, and that can take away your communication skills if you're not careful. Most younger people, that's all they know. So I gave you the pros and cons, and you have to be careful. You have to go out. You still should go out and about and mingle with people, male and female. So you get to know people, get to learn how to have reactions, face-to-face communications. Another pro with social media is a good source of up-to-date information. You can basically gather a lot of information through social media fast, in milliseconds. Because everything is basically on the World Wide Web. You can learn anything, almost pretty much anything and everything. If you want to learn how to cook, you don't nowadays need to go to formal school to learn things. You could just go on social media, aka YouTube, Google. Go on Tickety-Tock, I call it. TikTok, of course. I call it Tickety-Tock. You go on Tickety-Tock, and you can learn and watch people give you illustrations on creating things, making things, building things, cooking things. Literally, you can get a PhD in watching people perform their skills. And if it's a particular skill you're looking for, you really can learn it. If you work hard at it, you could be just as skillful as people that going to school for years as a professional. You literally can learn law if you discipline yourself by going on the web and learning from other lawyers and paralegals, or you read. It's there. Same thing as a medical doctor. Now, in terms of surgery, you need experience. But in terms of just being a medical doctor sitting and giving a prognosis of a particular ailment, you can learn that online. There's certain things, yes, you need to have hands-on. So, I give you that. But my point is, everything is out there, up-to-date information. So I just gave you enough examples to think about that. So that's the pros. The cons, fake news. Because there's a lot of information, misinformation, that you can learn. If you're not careful, you could have that fake news, you could absorb that fake news and thinking that's the truth. And in reality, it's not. Because again, there's billions of people every day all over the world going through and checking out social media. So you need to really know and analyze the individuals that is speaking on these things, speaking on these topics. So that's, the pros and cons of the information that I've given you. Now, so many things you can learn through social media. You really can get rich if you know how to market yourself through social media. A lot of younger people out here that is teenagers, multimillionaires, by generating popularity on their social media, aka YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and depending on your skill set, you can generate millions of followers and you can have millions of people buying what you have to sell, services or merchandise. So it's a one big commercial. And if you market right, that's the key. You can have the good products, all the good products in the world, but if you don't market yourself properly, you will never be popular nor rich. But one thing, the world of social media gives you the opportunity to achieve big things. And a lot of people through social media, the world of social media is making unbelievable money. I call it Pablo Escobar money, monthly. There's people making $100,000 a month, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month through social media. Even $50,000, $25,000 is great. I think you will agree to that. So I love this digital world. Personally, I love it. It's delicious. This world of social media, in this digital world, and I talk about a little bit of it with the metaverse. I have a topic that breaks down the metaverse. You check that out. That's about a year ago. And again, you can create things out of thin air. It's not like literally you can make money through social media helping people with the weirdest things. Unheard of. I'll give you an example. You can make money where, I'm not going to give everything away, but I'll put it like this. I'll give you an example. I'll just say this, like ebooks. People making money with ebooks. People making books, writing books, or services, having different services, cleaning services, consulting services. You can make a lot of money with that, and other ways too. But consulting services is big, and consulting services could be sitting down with people and coaching them on how to handle their daily life. That's why it was in my head anyway, because it's unheard of where people can really make big money sitting down with other people, coaching them of what they should do in their daily life. People spending hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars per month having a consultant, really a Joe Smo from the streets, built their social media and sitting down with them and telling them how to run their life, what they should do on a daily basis, and give them a chart. And people spending money. There's so many means of so many ways. That's basically so many ways. There's so many. And it's a great time because you can utilize this world of social media and really make it good for you. And focus on the business at hand is great. But the cons is there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on social media. A lot of low frequency, degenerate, ungodly behavior. people doing things just for attention. People talking about other people. There's a lot of backbiting in the world of social media without even knowing a person's history. Personally, I try to stray away from that. Maybe that's why I'm not as popular, for now anyway. I talk about my topics, and yeah, it could be edgy and controversial, but again, that's my perspective. But people go over the top, I find, through social media. They talking about people, as I mentioned, really putting their name out there and bad-mouthing them, where that's destroying the person's brand, their character. And I don't really like to get into all of that. And then there's a lot of back and forth. You say, I say, I don't like you, and it's a lot of, I call mudslinging. Mudslinging meaning, again, backbiting, disrespecting other people without knowing a lot of factual things. People talk about your family, your mama, your grandmother, your granddaddy, your children. They'll talk about you. They'll dig up history. They'll get investigators to dig up your history, find out that you got locked down and did all these ungodly things, and they put it out there and think nothing of it. And there's people you don't even know, but they listen to your platform. They don't like what you're saying, and they just start mudslinging. That's the word I use, mudslinging. And again, I try to stray away from that. Now, it's not going to surprise me, as unfortunately as I grow. It might occur on my end, but guess what? You can say whatever. You know, and it doesn't really matter to me. But like I said, don't be surprised if I fire back. I'm not one to roll over and play dead, but I know how to make moves also. But I try overall to stay in my lane and not get sucked into the world of social media. But you know, people hate, and they do what they do. So that's part of the game of life. So try not to get sucked into that. Try to really take it for what it's worth. You use it for business, especially if you have a business, because it could be a wonderful thing. Or if you don't have a business, utilize it for just watching as much educational and stuff that can be helpful, more proactive in your life. So really focus on that. Try to stay away, and you know, we all guilty of that. If you're on social media, listen to the latest gossip or whatever, you there. I hear it too. So I'm not saying I'm innocent from that, but I balance it out at the same time with things that is more informative and educational. And then give perspectives on life that maybe can help you out. Again, when I have this podcast, it's just giving my perspective of life. I'm not here trying to tell you or anyone else to follow me, worship me. What I say is number one. You know, I just give my perspective, and the rest is on you. If you want to take it in, fine. If you enjoy it, I appreciate it. You want to support in any type of way? Great. Beautiful. But just take things with a grain of salt. Don't get sucked into the negativity, because it becomes addictive, and then you get used to listening and watching all these gossip and ungodly videos. And then you get used to that, and you go through a cycle of that, and basically you become addictive to that. A lot of people in social media get sucked into the nonsense so much They become mentally ill, depressed, have anxiety issues, etc. That's the cons with getting into the social media. Because like I said, there's billions of people on it every day. You know, and there's so much stuff that goes on in social media. So again, there's advantages and disadvantages. You know, basically government benefits from social media. That's the pros, because now they put in their information, and which could be helpful for us because we don't have to necessarily watch the regular news on the major stations. We could go on YouTube and gather this information that the government talks about. But that's the pros, one of the pros. The cons within social media, as I mentioned, you can get caught up in social media, you lose sleep. You're up all night just checking out what the latest stuff goes on, and you become addictive. And people are addictive to social media. It can also hurt your health, your mental health, leave you depressed and lonely. And basically it could be a big distraction, because things that you're supposed to be doing in your daily life, you get sucked into wanting to watch the latest videos on nonsense, and it could take away from the positive things in life that you should be doing. Working out, exercising, reading books that will help you grow as an individual, socializing, going out and about. These things, social media can really suck you in. So be very, very careful. Now again, more pros. Social media is beneficial to education, and I touched on that earlier. You can learn a lot. There's a whole plethora of information, but again, it's a distraction. You can get sucked in. The cons also is the cyber bullying, and I mentioned that, where people are just bullying you online, and that can affect you. And then you want to fire back. Mind you, keep this in mind. People could talk about you, but they're not saying it in your house. So don't take it all in. Because they make comments in the description box saying, I don't like your video, I hate your guts, or you're an a-hole. They're not saying it to your face. Don't get caught up in getting all upset. Because they where they at and you where you at. So don't let the words, try not let the words affect you. Sometimes it could be hard, I get it. But try to think about that on that standpoint. They where they at. They could be saying something in Europe and you in the United States. So what? And I know you want to get likes on your social media, people to like you, give you checks and thumbs up. But don't get caught up with that. It's nice. It boosts your popularity if people like you. But so what? The cons of it also is that you can get hacked. Social media, people got sites that get hacked all the time. So your information, you gotta be careful what you put out there. So in the world of social media, there's a lot of pros and cons on different topics. More pros is you can reach a large audience. You can gain a lot of traffic through your websites that you develop. All of these things is a very good thing. But like I said, there's a lot of disadvantages as well. You know, you can build businesses. And I'm going back and forth with the pros and cons. You can build businesses and really scale up. As I mentioned to you, with the amount of money that you can make. And I repeat, it's so far-fetched thinking about it that a person can make $100,000, $500,000 a month. But you can. That's the powerfulness about social media. But the key is how you're going to market. Marketing is also the key. So, in retrospect, I gave you some of the pros and cons of the world of social media. Be very careful, especially if the ones that are on it and the ones that have businesses. Just be careful. But keep growing. Because we're in a very interesting, special time. And you can make a negative to a positive real quick. I love this part of it. But what say you? Like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel on YouTube. Definitely pass the information. We need your support with that, or as well as the Oracle 19 podcast on all social medias that I mentioned, Mr. Evolution of London. And coming soon, and this is going to be something I think I'm going to start with every Saturday. Look forward to that. News, the Oracle 19 News, which we're going to start pretty much the first week of June, first Saturday. I'm going to see how it goes. I might continue it. I might just be a one-hitter quitter. I don't know. I'm going to test it out. And it's going to be on topics that I feel is relevant for myself or whoever want to listen to. But I want to get into just basically not things that's necessarily trending, but things that people don't really know about. So it's really something I will attempt to research. A topic or two anywhere in the world that I feel that might affect us citizens, or something that we should know about. It could be technology, it could be about just society, money, housing, whatever. And again, if you have a particular topic you think could be relevant and to talk about, you can email us, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. You can help me out on a weekly basis, and if I feel there's something to talk about, I'll talk about it. But basically, it's just constructive news. I don't really want to hear news like entertainers. You know, they went to the restaurant and they ate chicken instead of steak. I don't care about that. Don't email me with that. I couldn't care less, man. I just want something that is pertinent for the population. So I'm going to play with that. I'll try it out Saturdays. And it's not going to be long. It might be just only 5 minutes of news. Something quick. 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. And I might expand on it. I don't know. This is something I'm just playing around with. But this is strictly on news. This nothing more, nothing less. So look for it. And pretty much the first Saturday in June. And then if it's good, if I'm feeling that, be probably once a week. Every Saturday I'll be posting something on News Today. So check that out, and just stay on top of the Oracle 19 podcast as we keep growing and expanding worldwide. Again, over 35 countries, so it is that, and I'm happy to say that. growing and getting bigger. We're not as big as, you know, a lot of other platforms, but we are growing. It's not like we're not. So, again, I'd like to thank y'all guys for your continued support, the ones that are supporting, and the ones that's not, just support. So, again, until the next time, thank you. Take care. Share, as they say, puff, puff, pass. But again, until the next time, thank you very much.